Here today with women in the Louisiana State Correctional Facility for Women. All of these women have done the unspeakable. They have killed their own children. Nita Chauvin smothered her 9-month-old son, Tony, to death. Amanda Webb put her 2-month-old baby boy in the freezer when she couldn't get him to stop crying. Renee Morris killed 2 of her sons. She beat them both to death. They were 3 months and 17 months old. What purpose does it serve to beat a 3-month-old child? Would you feel better after hitting him or feel worse? No.
I felt horrible after hitting him.
Was he crying when you started to beat him, the day you beat him to death?
Yes.
And then you served time for that?
Yes, I did. Here.
So even after killing your son, John, you wanted to have another child?
Yes.
So you had this other child?
Yes.
What happened?
He hit the couch, but then he hit the floor, and we had hardwood floors. And I heard him when he...
I don't even know what to say, Renee, to that.
There isn't anything anybody can say to me that I haven't already said to myself. I hate myself. Like the other ladies, I think about my children, what they might be like under, if in heaven they've managed to forgive me, because I can't. There isn't anything that my children did or ever could have done to deserve that.
What happened?
I don't know, he was crying, and I just was to the, where I got nervous, and panicked, put him in the freezer. And, I had fell asleep and left him in there. And, after, I had gotten him out or whatever, I put him in a suitcase and I left.
You put the baby in a suitcase. How old was your baby?
2 months.
When I finished that interview, one of the mothers said, I went into that prison interviewing these women who had done the most horrific thing you can do. I don't know anything worse than killing your own child. So when that happened, I had to put myself in a place where my goal is just to find out how that can happen. And how did you kill them? When I was interviewing the mothers in prison, I go into all interviews trying to rid myself of judgment. Judgment is different than a preconceived idea. If you have judgment, you cannot get to the truth because the person will feel your judgment and therefore pull back. I was myself in that interview. Because even though I went in with the approach of having no judgment, I did have a preconceived idea. These are murderers, and we all have our own ideas about what murderers are. They didn't look like murderers. They didn't feel like murderers. They didn't sound like murderers. It sounded just like some women who had had a lot of problems and didn't know how to deal with those problems, and so they ended up committing these heinous crimes against their own children.